Good morning and happy independence. Happy continued independence. This
Day.
is the,
Day.
well, happy Independence Day, but also happy continued independence, right?
Okay.
Because we've had it from July 4th, 1776. Welcome to the Golden Triangle 5, your 5-minute local update for Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora, Florida. I am J.R. Cox.
And I'm Kayla Cox, and we are realtors with Vanjie Berry Signature Realty, which is located at the corner of Kurt and Artis in Eustis.
And you can find us online at thejrcoxgroup.com or on your favorite social media network.
That's right. And so today, the local happening is the 4th of July celebration in Tavares. And it starts in just a few hours, 3 o'clock. Is when they start with the activities in the park. There's going to be like kids' activities, patriotic things to do. They're also going to be collecting care package donations for our soldiers overseas.
Cool.
They're also going to be a library book giveaway, photo booth, 3D chalk artist, which that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The big red bus will be there, which I
Blood
guess you
donation.
can give blood today. And then there'll be food trucks. There's going to be live entertainment starting at about 6, and then the parade starts at 5.
Right.
So I should have reversed that, but 5 o'clock parade, 6 o'clock starts the bands. There's going to be the Caribbean Chillers, Maiden Voyage Band, and so then they'll wrap it all up with the fireworks at 9 o'clock.
Very cool. And for the weather today,
That's the big question on everyone's mind.
Yeah, according to AccuWeather, there's a little chance at 4 o'clock of some rain. But most importantly, the feels like temperature is going to get up to 114 degrees today at noon. That's the highest point. So, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, it's still going to be 105, 109, that kind of area. So stay cool somewhere.
Stay hydrated.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
You jump in the lake, I guess, if you want to swim.
Grab the sunscreen too. It's gonna
Yeah.
be sunny, so don't get burnt out there, and
That's right.
and drink a lot of water.
And we're going to have the same type of thing tomorrow, but most people will be back at work or something like
Right,
that. Not out and about all day. But
Right.
be cautious
Yeah.
or mindful of that.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so let's do the real estate market update. For the Golden Triangle, in the past 24 hours, we saw 3 homes listed for sale, 4 went under contract, and 2 more sold. So again, that same pattern we see. More go off the market than come on. So harder for buyers, great for sellers, though.
Yep. At this rate, eventually there'll be nothing for
Hopefully more sellers will say, hey, now's a great time to sell our house.
That's right. And the question of the day is, how long does the seller have to respond to my offer? And that depends on how you write up your offer. You can typically it's going to be at least 24 hours that you give the seller to respond to your offer. Sometimes it'll be 48 or over the weekend, just depending on how you structure that offer, how your agent does. Or if there's a multiple offer situation, then it could end up being the seller might say 3 days. Everybody turn in your highest and best offer at the end of this period, which is 3 days from now. But typically it's between 24 and 48 hours for the seller to respond.
Is there any strategy in making that period of time longer or shorter?
Don't be a jerk. Typically, anything less than 24 hours,
You're trying to rush.
If I were the seller, I would consider that a jerk move
Right.
on the buyer's part, especially now, since there are so few homes available for sale.
Right.
It doesn't do the seller any good to quickly respond to your rushed offer.
Right. So if we were in a different market, if it was more of a buyer's market, that might be more of a move, because it's like, I have other options.
Right.
Right. But now it's like, the seller knows you pretty much don't.
Right, and the seller may have more options available if they just wait.
Yeah.
And something that I might advise a seller is, if a buyer presents an offer and puts a very short timeline on their response, is if the buyer is saying that they're just going to pull their offer after 12 hours, then they're not interested.
Right.
And they're probably going to cancel anyway.
Right. Yeah.
So just be wise, 24 hours is a good time.
What if it goes over the mark? Like, what if they say, well, I'm giving you 12 hours to respond, and then the seller says, well, okay, but it's like 24 hours later. Can that still happen, or do you need
Well,
a
if the-
contract?
If this, you can still go under contract if the seller were to sign that offer as it is after the expiration time, then there's no contract. Unless the buyer continues to
agree.
go
So
on.
the
I'm
buyer
not an
could-
attorney. I'm not an attorney, but that's
But the
how
buyer
it
could
is.
agree.
But
Okay.
the buyer could agree. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on the Golden Triangle 5, your 5-minute local update for Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora, Florida. If you have more questions about the local real estate market, leave us a comment below.
Happy 4th. Party
Happy 4th.
safe.
Right.